Welcome back to First Comes Love. I'm CJ.
And I'm Erica.
Today we're going to talk about the second thing you can do to attract your soulmate. That second thing is assess your dating habits.
Yes. So again, kind of leading in or picking off from the first topic that we talked about, it's all about you and kind of gearing yourself and positioning yourself to attract the right one. And so we have to assess like our current dating habits and the type of guy or woman that you're and the patterns that you're doing in dating, and assess why you're attracting those people that you don't see yourself ending up with. So we attracts like. So you attract what vibe and energy you're giving off.
You are, exactly.
So if you're attracting people into your space that you don't see yourself with, or that's not the ideal person that you want to marry,
somebody needs to change.
Yeah, you have to assess why that is. What is it about yourself that's giving off that energy?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about point number one is going to be essentially what are the reasons you are attracting the wrong people.
Yeah. So to bring it personal, when I was dating CJ, or even before, I guess before him and I started dating,
right.
I kind of had this, I didn't know I was doing it, but in retrospect, this is what I did. I got tired of dating the same guys. And I realized that a lot of the guys that I were dating had a lot of similar qualities as my dad. And that wasn't a good thing.
Yeah, it was qualities you didn't like.
Right, in my situation. And it was almost kind of like I had to really peel back the layers and see like what happened in my past, and to really see like why I was choosing the type of guys that I was choosing. And I had to work through that. And a lot of it for me was like working through daddy issues. Like I had to really confront the situation with my father and get some closure on that situation, because I was low-key kind of like seeking the relationship that I longed for with my father in the relationship with these other men. And subconsciously, it wasn't like actively. I was like, I didn't know I was doing it until I self-evaluated. And so then I was able to really address the real issue of like why I was attracting certain men, and got the closure that I needed with that situation to shut that down. And then I was able to kind of like look at things from a fresh perspective and be open to other people that I may not have considered my type, or whatever the situation was.
Right. And personally for me, I was dating women that wasn't ready for a relationship, but I wasn't really ready for a relationship. So, it's at the time I was in college, everybody was having a good time, partying and all that. So I wasn't really ready for a relationship, even though, I was kind of wasting time with women that wasn't really ready for a relationship. And it was just kind of running to dead ends, impasses, if you will, and kind of, stressful relationships, which were, was pretty bad. And the second point we wanted to make, don't waste time. If you notice red flags early on, if you notice this ain't the person I'm looking for early on, get out.
Yeah, that is so true. Because a lot of times we overlook red flags and we think, oh, okay, I'll just let that pass. Or he said this or she said that.
I'm gonna just let it go.
I'm just let it go. Yeah. And then it proposes itself as an issue later on in the relationship. Whereas if you caught it before and
you saw the second date.
Yeah. You gotta look at those red flags and be open to like, don't be so caught up in the idea of the relationship or the idea of the person that you overlook who that person actually is.
People show you early on. They show you who they truly are.
Who's that? That was quote, when someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. Was it Maya Angelou? I believe it was Maya Angelou.
It was
anyway, but it's true.
Tupac, somebody. But the second thing that you want to do is
third thing
you want to do is see the person for who they are, not who you want them to be.
Yes.
Because you can't change anyone.
Right.
And a lot of times, we kind of paint our own picture of who we want this person to be, and then they don't change, and then you get frustrated with that individual, and then they're frustrated with you because you want them to change and never show you, they were going to change. So there you go.
Yeah. If you have a person that's not responsible or good with money, just put that out there. That's not going to change all of a sudden when you say I do.
Unless they want to change it.
Unless they want to change it, right? So don't think that you have the power to change them, or that marriage will automatically or all of a sudden like change this person into the perfect spouse. Because the person that you met is the person that's going to find themselves into your marriage, again, unless that person wants to change and doesn't work to not just want to change, but doesn't work to change themselves. So yeah, don't fall in love with potential, fall in love with that person. Like obviously encourage them in the way that you can to evolve and be a better person. But at the same time, who that person is who they are. And that's who you're marrying. So don't be oblivious to it.
There you go. So that's our second thing that you can do to attract your soulmate.
Yes.
As always, we want to hear from you. We want to hear, hey, this is from our experience. So if it's something we left out that you noticed throughout your path that may help someone else out, please drop it in the comment below. As always, subscribe if you like our channel. Until next time.
Love you guys. Peace.